The Maize and Blue make their way out onto the field here in Ann Arbor just moments ago before a packed crowd of over 106,000 strong on Maize Out Day. So much history, 16 combined national titles, 6 Heisman Trophy winners. They even shared a title back in '97. This is what Big Ten football is all about.
That pressure.
Pick up a 32. First and 10, Nebraska.
Nice. Oh, he
tipped into the air. Could it be? Yes, it is. Picked off. It's Josh Martellus. Martellus had the pick six a week ago to put the game away, really, late in the first half against SMU. And off the tip drill, he had a man wide open for a touchdown here, Spencer.
Well, what yesterday Don told us, he says, I want our guys on this side of the ball to be extremely athletic. But again, if that ball is not tipped, that's a sure touchdown, Timmy.
Yep.
An opportunity for this team to do something. Spillman was wide open on that back end.
Lawrence Marshall, 93, tipped in his back after the ailment cost him play last week in the matchup with SMU.
Plenty of time.
Higdon ahead to the 40, wrapped up at the 43-yard line. Higdon remains the subback. Karan, a quick burst and a big play. Ushered out of bounds, shy of the 10. 47 yards. Coach Chin's the defensive coordinator for Nebraska. I've seen them play well, particularly in rushing the passer, but they have been gouged in the run game from time to time. You know, this is what Michigan wants to do. Feed and fan Higdon, H-back, tight end, fullback commodity. The lone subback as they go power. Mason.
Wow, look him push that back.
Well, he can get a first down without the touchdown, remember. They were just outside the 10-yard line. Young, 32 from the 3. McCune is in motion, one of the tight ends. And again, power left side. Mason. No signal. He's shy, but he should have the first down.
Yeah, he's got the first down. And again, one of the things Nebraska has got to be careful of is
also quite high, above 60%. Out of the eye. Higdon dots it. Mason up front and in. Power touchdown, Wolverines.
Prior to that last play, they had success against an unbalanced look, running away from it. They came right back to it. If it ain't broke, don't need to fix it. You just watch the line do it. I'm going to count these guys up here. Those are tight ends, okay? Those last two on the end are tackle and tight end, but there are 4 guys to that side. And the great push up front, that's a big difference right there. Sometimes when you count numbers, you miss a guy. Just got manhandled on that play.
6 of 6 a week ago for Michigan. It all began with the tip drill. Lawrence Marshall, 93, the big fella, got the mid up there. Led to the Martellus interception. And what might have been 6 for the road-standing Cornhuskers, they see go the other way with the big fullback. Away for Nebraska, even after the turnover, which leads to a quick touchdown, must be. We made a big play, and then we let one get away with the tip drill. We'll see what happens here. Red Bell wrapped up again at the line of scrimmage position. 2nd and 9, Martinez.
Nice, got to get a hit around.
He didn't. Red Bell was a little bit late to turn on that one. He would have gathered it with a little bit of room to work with. Pressure off the edge, and down goes Martinez. And it's the Viper for this half. Jordan Glasgow, the senior from Aurora. He touched on 97, and I mentioned at the top the kind of game today that we all grew up on. I realized they weren't in the Big Ten until recently, but during the break, Lloyd Carr, who was the coach of that team in 97, Charles Woodson, a new inductee to the College Football Hall of Fame, in to be honored today in front of the 106,000 strong. But the history of the two programs, amazingly similar and dominating, just as Higdon is in the ground game. Look at him go all the way. It is touchdown.
He was running behind the big left tackle. John Runyon, Ben Bredson on that far side, 75 and 74 respectively. Look at these guys too. The blocking on this left side, it just looks like a power pistol kind of formation without the back in the back. He comes across the formation, gets up vertical, and then put both defenders in his hip pocket as we go along. But there's a reason why this Nebraska defense is struggling the way that they are. It's not Scott Frost's fault. It's a cultural deal.
Higdon, 100 total yards today. 3 carries, 93 yards, and a touchdown. Oh, and he caught one, too. But given the psyche of this game, and for Martinez, 5 bullets in the Big Ten for the first time, they need success right here. And there's Stanley Morgan, who had the big catch in the opening drive.
He's a leader on that defensive unit. They're lining up quick, trying to go tempo.
3rd and 3, Martinez in trouble. Well, he rolled right into Rashawn Gary.
Rashawn Gary came from that outside. I mean, it's just tremendous the way that they are able to beat you. You can see the pressure coming from outside here. Look at the vision in his eyes to be able to see and reach and not get hooked. His eyeballs are focused where they need to be.
As Holly documented at the top of the show. Michigan 1st and 10 with a 2-touchdown lead from the 35. This is a high percentage play, is it not? Going to Sean McCune, the tight end. You'll see a lot of him and Zach Gentry, who had 5 catches. He was smart to get his hand out of there as fast as he could. I thought it was a good no call.
Nice inside blitz here.
Bingo! There's your man, Zach Gentry, right on cue. A first down, Michigan, as Bob Efer used to say here. Ask them, are you with me? Because I need you. Otherwise, I'm not going to go.
That unbalanced look again. They've been having success with it all day.
True Wilson. And you hear the true coming from the contingent. Antonio Reed rides him out of bounds. Mason the setback. Wide open, untouched, touchdown. His 3rd of the year, his 2nd of the day.
This is just man blocking up front. Again, 2 tights working here and outside. That's where the pressure's coming. Even though you feel those gaps with bodies, it's just really about being physical and running exactly where the white shirts are not.
Well, they're being blown off the line right now. And it's that similar look that you were talking about as you see the extra point hooked and no good for Nordine. Mason, one of a bevy of fullback, tight end, H-back types. He is living it up now.
Ball on the ground,
but Penn State, I think, more than answered.
Yeah, they did.
In the second half. Tyson Lindsey is back deep. Will he take it off the bounce?
Oh, boy. Wow.
And look
what
at
a mistake.
Thomas. How about that? Touchdown, Michigan.
Timmy, decisions. Tyson Lindsey made the poorest choice. We've seen it before. It's been a reoccurring theme on this Nebraska special teams unit, making bad decisions.
The ball was muffed, recovered by the kicking team. The ball becomes dead at that point. 1st and 10, Michigan from the spot of recovery.
The prior play is the guy that affected the fumble, or the muff in that case. And here's Patterson looping it.
Nice defense, boy. That's good defense.
It really was. Oliver Martin, the intended receiver. Misery can love company, and they've had plenty of that. And Karan Higdon has helped apply it for the Wolverines. Outstanding run. Out in Shreveport, Louisiana, played at Calvary Baptist for a couple of years. His sophomore and junior seasons, and then transferred to the IMG Academy down in Florida, and then to Ole Miss, and now here at Michigan. Much of his family, in fact, when he was a youngster, he used to come to games at Michigan. That pass intended for Gentry, transfer from the NCAA. Here's Nordine to try from 50 yards away. Wow. Well, he's hit some big ones. Had a 55-yarder last season, so he atones for the missed extra point a moment ago. Toe meets leather. And the Wolverines are looking good.
Don and I were talking about it. Let's see how they handle it.
Pretty well, wouldn't you say?
Yep.
Tyjon Lindsey again with Martellus. High reward, and yet they're amazingly consistent with it. Martinez staying strong in the pocket. Now it breaks down, and down he goes. Drumfor and Bush collaborate that time.
Yeah, Michael Drumfor, just outstanding all-around defensive play by this group.
Kicked in the setback again. Play fake for Shea. Patterson finds his man Nico Collins.
Wow.
Talk about a receiver improving. It's this kid, sophomore from Birmingham, Alabama. 3rd down and 5. Patterson quick out and stop for Donovan Peoples-Jones, and another 1st down. Peoples-Jones at the bottom of your screen. He's looking that way. Nice catch in traffic by Zach Gentry, but wrapped up immediately. We'll see how they handle this. Big on big. Couple of tight ends, and Higdon dots the eye. How about that power? Well, he ran right into the safety, Aaron Williams. Michigan. Mason has come back into the game. The lone setback. Twin tight end look again. But he has been outstanding. The go-to guy when they've gotten inside the 10-yard line, hasn't he? The IMG Academy when Shea Patterson was there. So they had knowledge of one another. Patterson. Wide open. Touchdown, Gentry. Neal tried to tackle him and couldn't.
Yeah, he did.
Nordine with the extra point.
It's a physical mismatch, Tim.
Yeah, he bounced off of him, lost his balance, and then tried to tackle him. He would have taken the interference in a heartbeat. It's 30-0.
Do what they do during this regular week that the players have to play.
10 penalties last week. Blitz again. Martinez in a world of hurt. Winovich takes him down.
Joshua Ross is the guy that came from that middle linebacker position in an inside scissor sack.
3rd and 27, and you begin to wonder, this deluge coming from the Michigan defense, how much longer can you afford to keep Martinez out there?
Same position, different player. Devin Bush coming from that middle position. The previous play, it was Joshua Ross that came in there. And you'd think they'd get it figured out. Again, they're just swapping personnel. The pressure's coming from the same place. It was havoc wreaked every time. They lead college football in producing havoc.
From the 34, 1st down. Hit down. Well, you could take a Mack truck. I mean a double wide through that hole. 25 yards and another 1st down for Higdon. 11 carries, 128 now for Karan Higdon. He'll tote it again. Inside the 5 and down to the 1. Double Deuce is getting it done on the ground right now. Fullback in front of Higdon now on 2nd down at the 1. Bounces off one. Gets his way into the end zone. His 3rd touchdown of the day.
Well, that look says, and that little meeting right there says it all. Trey Neal, one of the leaders in the team, and Gifford, hands on the hips.
I can think now of Bo Schembechler, how proud he must be to see that man who played for him from 82 to 86 go back to the core values. Power football. Take it inside. Team. The team. The team.
Back his way. Can't let the guy get back there, so he mounted him to minimize the damage.
1st and 20. Little wide receiver screen, and they're all over it.
None of it's working, Tim.
No.
I mean, that was going to be part of our takes early on, was about the quick game.
So prepared. And it's as if they know what's coming out of the Nebraska playbook now.
Nice call.
Tipped
Good
again. Martinez, but that was a smart play. What an athletic play. Hutchison tips it, and Martinez knows he's going to pick it if he doesn't knock it down.
Well, this is where advanced analytics come into play. We have a directional call. Everybody's stunning to the right side to get in the right lanes. They understand that it's a screen. But I'm telling you, if you're Don Brown, you're studying the tendencies of a team, the directions to the right, that put your defender in a position where he can get his hand up, knowing the full well the screen is coming that direction. I'm telling you, man, he's in the wheelhouse of this offense right now.
Well, the flag is down. He did catch it and then throw it down, and I think he didn't bat it. He caught it, and therein lies the reason, which could be a forward pass, second forward
foul
pass.
for an intentional grounding on the play.
Right.
The quarterback who threw the ball caught it and was still in the air when he threw it forward. It's a legal play, third down.
He was in the air. If he had been on the ground, it would have been a problem.
It would have been a second pass.
Yeah.
Right. But because he was in the air, he could let go of it.
That's
By the way, I saw 3 passes in a Texas Tech Houston game
Did you?
that got away from the officials. 3 forward passes on one play. You could question whether there was control or not, and I think that may be what this discussion is about.
I still think it points to the headiness of the quarterback to understand.
Yeah.
Correction. The second pass was a forward pass. There were 2 forward passes thrown during the down. The second pass is illegal. That pass was thrown in the end zone. Result of the play was a safety.
I got to give credit, Scott Alexander.
Wow.
Our statistician, a.k.a. content coordinator, was saying that same thing to me because he had passed it again. And now suddenly pressed into duty when really the coaching staff did not want him to take or absorb any more hits. There's Spielman being hammered by Khalil Hudson. And to make matters worse, the starting Viper is now in the game for Michigan.
Having had to sit out the first half and ejected the week prior.
I don't think it really hurt having Glasgow out there, did it?
He did a fine job. And again, I'm not so much of it. It wasn't a result of him as much as it was with the ineptness of Nebraska not being able to affect anything offensively of any substance.
Caleb Lightbourne is going to need the whirlpool after this one. A lot of punts for Caleb today. One of the more active in college football. High and tight to Peoples-Jones. He's got incredible speed. And there it is. There it is. And there he goes. He will beat them to the pylon. Touchdown.
So many missed tackles, Timmy, and this is a classic return. Peoples-Jones showing you he can affect the game, not just from his receiver position, but once he catches this ball, it's really about getting wide and getting width to allow everybody that funnel effect to happen. If you're covering, you've got to go to the point where he is. But then as you move away from it, the spin move again to finish it off. I mean, you can see the bodies for Nebraska. Guys tiring out, Neal there near the end, one of the stalwarts on the back end, showing you he's still engaged. But boy, they're bringing the hammer down in a big way.
Coming in, he was 5th nationally, 1st in the Big Ten, 320 punt return yards. Well, you can add 60 after he returns that 49-yarder. 7th Nebraska punt leads to a touchdown.
He's phenomenal. Great against the pass, stellar against the run.
Looping it for Stanley Morgan. And he brought it down. This is a kid that knows. And he was salivating for an opportunity to go up against this defense. There's a nice little toss out of the option, but look at the recovery by Bush.
Delvin Bush, a middle linebacker, man. He's not really a middle linebacker. He's about 220. But did you see the closing speed on this? Watch him go out here. The back is going to create an option environment, the little check step, and the deal on the perimeter. And then look at the closing speed. That's not supposed to happen, folks.
Virtually at any spot, whether it's the Will or the Mike, and he'll be just as effective. Wow. And he runs right into Bush again. This time does Devon Ozigbo.
And the flexibility of his defense. Dial up pressure. They'll roll from a no safety look, 0 coverage. No safety on the back end. All the bodies around the line of scrimmage, Tim.
Ozigbo runs right into the teeth of the defense. Josh Ross, number 12, leading the charge. The hold of Isaac Armstrong, 98. The Cornhuskers get on the scoreboard. Last time they were shut out, by the way, was 96 against Arizona State. It is now 46-3. That you're allowed to have, and he uses that information as best he can. Analysts, by the way, cannot coach the team, but they can gain information or scouting information and pass it along, as you see Jake McCurry on the receiving end
Hey, he's still coaching, man. He's engaged.
I think at night he thinks about playing for Teddy Marchibroda.
It was one of the
with the
influences
Colts.
in his
Oh,
life.
yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt about it. He still thinks he can play. Nice crossing pattern to Oliver Martin.
Yeah, he atones for the penalty on the previous play.
Guys like Harbaugh that have moved on and made as big a mark in coaching as they had as players, but they still think like players think. Here goes McCaffrey again.
Wow. McCaffrey showing some of that family DNA with the physical finish. You don't think Harbaugh likes that? He loves his quarterback putting his shoulder in there, man. Most coaches are shrieking when they see their quarterback take a shot or deliver one. Not Harbaugh. He's loving every bit of that. Watch McCaffrey. Oh, that shot. He was a pop to the head, too, the side of the helmet.
A year ago, you think how much this offense has diversified since that game we saw with Minnesota here a year ago. It's just amazing. There's Turner again. His talent, I think, is a reminder of the days of Chad Henne when Michigan really had it going on. That pass is airmailed. No flag. Crowd wants one. Jake McCurry was the intended receiver. Remaining in the third. Fade to the corner.
Nice.
There's Martin. Incomplete. Boy, that looked awfully good, didn't it? Looking for his second field goal of the day. Only the one missed PAT, a blemish on his record. An otherwise wonderful day. First day of fall in the Big Ten. And it has been all Michigan. Them in Nebraska. And are longing to bring them back. Over the top, McCaffrey, a wide open Thomas. Pass was a little underthrown, and it gave the defender, DiCaprio Boodle, time to so often about the relationships that we have in our industry. And
I got your embrace when you came up.
Yeah,
he hugged you, man, like he was a long-lost brother.
Really great guy. A Hall of Famer both at playing the game and broadcasting the game.
Oh, nice separation.
Looping in, and there's Ronnie Bell. Ring up another Michigan.
Oh, how about that, man?
The Sklar twins have made their way
I see
in.
him, man.
The epic hosts of Cheap Seats and cameo appearances in major motion pictures. McCaffrey liked it. Deerdorf liked it. The Sklar twins. I think John U. Bacon's going to write a book about it. He's in the booth too. We'll be right back.
Biscuit, you can't tell them not to run. That's what they do.
Yeah. There's a quick out. Goes right back to Missouri.
That'll be a flag on this one. Shots been blown now, man.
That's going to be roughing the passer, no doubt about it. You know what you're thinking if you're Don Brown. Please, no targeting between now and the end of the game.
Roughing the passer with targeting.
Oh, boy.
Defense number 7.
Wow.
Further review. The ruling on the field of targeting is confirmed. By rule, number 7 is disqualified from the game.
And that's pivotal. Brown is so, you know, he loves that fact that he got that kid where he got him from, where he started his career as a coach. Missouri breaking tackles and is ridden down.
And if this guy motions, this guy will bump it over, but they're probably going to run this out of the formation. You got to watch it. Option game.
Missouri, and that's a touchdown for Nebraska. Pickering with the extra point. Well, that young man feels good. That's what makes the college game fun. What's going to happen at the end of the year, but you wonder why so many people are, especially here, are happy with what's going on. It's because of days like this. There's no denying that Michigan football, its core values matter to that man, and now he's got the talent to diversify. As you see this meeting, which is quick but cordial.
Yeah, and that's what we anticipated. Again, we know there's a long history there between these two coaches, and again, going back as far as 20 years ago when Coach Frost lobbied and indeed got a share of that championship. Yeah. So it goes back a long way. They've got long memories.
Well, the Michigan Wolverines move forward. Are 3-1. Nebraska falls to 0-3 for the first time. They came in here 0-2 for the first time since 1957. It's way back since this program, as proud as it is, has ever been 0-3. And they got a lot of work to get done between now and next week, mentally and physically.
The good news is, Tim, they can't get any worse than it is right now.
Yeah, they got it handed to them today. And congratulations to Shea Patterson. Our final score, 56-10.